On April 26th, we experience one of the most intense and volatile astrological transits of the year, the Mars-Pluto opposition. This cosmic clash unleashes powerful forces of ambition, control, and conflict, making it dangerously easy to fall into destructive patterns if we aren't prepared. During this time, emotions run high, tempers flare, and hidden tensions erupt into full-blown confrontations. If you're not careful, a single impulsive decision could trigger long-term consequences in your career, relationships, or personal growth. But don't worry. By staying aware and learning what mistakes to avoid, you can protect yourself, harness this intense energy for transformation, and come out even stronger. Let's dive into the 5 dangerous mistakes you must avoid during the Mars-Pluto opposition and how to stay empowered during this cosmic storm. Hidden power struggles. Why you must stay calm. During Mars-Pluto opposition, the Mars-Pluto opposition on April 26th is no ordinary cosmic event. It's a high-voltage collision between two of the most intense planetary forces. Mars, the fiery planet of war, action, and passion, squares off against Pluto, the dark master of control, hidden motives, and deep psychological transformation. When these two titans clash, the battlefield is often invisible. It's not always about open arguments or dramatic showdowns. Many of the power struggles triggered by this transit happen subtly, beneath the surface. Manipulation, intimidation, passive aggressiveness, and emotional blackmail can all surge to the forefront. And if you aren't conscious, you could either fall victim to these forces or accidentally become the one wielding them. The energy you're facing. Mars energy wants to charge ahead, act on instinct, conquer obstacles, and dominate. Pluto energy moves in the shadows. It seeks total control, but does so through psychology, obsession, and subtle power maneuvers. Under this opposition, you may feel torn between explosive action and obsessive control, and so will the people around you. Minor frustrations can feel life or death. Small insults can trigger deep-seated rage. Old wounds, grudges, and trust issues can resurface with explosive intensity. Why staying calm is your greatest power. When the pressure mounts, the most dangerous mistake is reacting impulsively. A careless outburst, an aggressive move, or a vengeful action during Mars-Pluto energy can create irreversible damage, whether it's in relationships, career paths, or personal reputation. This is a time when one wrong move can burn bridges that took years to build. Instead of matching fire with fire, recognize that true strength now lies in self-mastery. Remaining calm isn't about being weak or passive. It's about choosing battles wisely and refusing to be baited into toxic dynamics. Stay observant. Look beneath the surface of situations. Who is truly supporting you? Who is trying to control or undermine you subtly? What unhealed parts of yourself are being triggered? Practical ways to stay centered. 1. Ground your energy. Practice grounding rituals every morning. Even 5 minutes of meditation, barefoot walking on the earth, or deep breathing can anchor you. 2. Pause before reacting. When you feel anger surge up, count to 10, literally, before responding. If possible, step away to cool down completely before engaging. 3. Be strategic, not combative. Think of every interaction during this time as a chess game, not a battlefield. React strategically, not emotionally. Silence can be more powerful than an argument. 4. Strengthen boundaries. Don't allow manipulation or emotional blackmail to pressure you into actions that don't feel right. Hold firm, respectfully, but decisively. 5. Channel the fire into transformation. Mars-Pluto energy can also be used for deep personal transformation. Channel any intense emotions into working toward a meaningful goal, building your business, starting a fitness journey, creating art, or deep shadow work. Warning signs to watch for. Feeling irrationally angry or resentful without a clear cause. People around you acting defensive, secretive, or manipulative. Power struggles in relationships, especially around control, jealousy, or trust. The urge to win at all costs, even when it doesn't really matter. sudden conflicts at work or home that feel way bigger than the actual issue. How to avoid self-sabotage. When Mars and Pluto clash. The Mars-Pluto opposition on April 26th doesn't just stir up external battles. It also awakens powerful internal wars. When Mars, the planet of action and raw desire, crashes into Pluto, the lord of transformation and the unconscious, the real enemy isn't always out there. Sometimes, the greatest danger is ourselves. Self-sabotage is one of the most common and most destructive mistakes during a Mars-Pluto clash. Without realizing it, we can become our own worst enemy, making impulsive moves, burning valuable bridges, or undermining long-term goals in a flash of anger, fear, or ego. Why Mars-Pluto energy triggers self-destruction. This cosmic opposition creates a volatile emotional cocktail. Mars pushes you to act now, without thinking things through. Pluto dredges up deep fears, old wounds, unconscious obsessions, and hidden insecurities. Together, they can make you feel cornered, defensive, or dangerously overconfident. You might lash out when you feel vulnerable. You might obsessively chase something that's wrong for you. You might sabotage your own success just to avoid the pain of uncertainty. Without awareness, you could quit something important impulsively, pick fights that leave you isolated, destroy opportunities by acting recklessly, give in to unhealthy habits you thought you conquered. Let fear drive you back into an old, limiting comfort zone. How to protect yourself from self-sabotage. 1. Know your triggers. Spend time identifying what typically causes you to spiral, whether it's rejection, control, fear of failure, or feeling unseen. Awareness dissolves half the power of sabotage. 2. Resist acting on pure emotion. If you're feeling furious, terrified, or overwhelmingly obsessed with an idea, pause. Wait 24 hours before making major decisions. Feelings during this transit are intense, but often exaggerated. 3. Watch for obsessive thinking. Mars-Pluto can trap your mind in loops, revenge fantasies, obsessive jealousy, paranoia, or "I must win at all costs" thoughts. Interrupt the cycle with physical activity, journaling, or meditation. 4. Strengthen your inner boundaries. You don't have to act on every impulse. You don't have to fight every battle. You don't have to fix every problem right now. Hold firm inside yourself. 5. Channel the energy into a phoenix moment. Pluto rules death and rebirth. Mars brings the will to act. Together, they can drive massive personal transformation. If you channel them wisely, focus this intense energy on something positive, launching a project, breaking free from an old toxic pattern, healing deeply rooted wounds. Signs you might be self-sabotaging during Mars. Pluto opposition. Picking unnecessary fights with people who support you. Overworking yourself into exhaustion, then crashing. Obsessing over things outside your control. Making rash decisions just to feel powerful. Withdrawing from support systems out of fear of being controlled. Protecting your relationships. During intense cosmic pressure. During the Mars-Pluto opposition on April 26th, relationships, romantic, familial, professional, and even friendships, come under intense cosmic fire. Mars fuels conflict, ego, and impulsive action. Pluto exposes hidden fears, power imbalances, and emotional wounds. Together, they create a perfect storm where even strong bonds can be tested, strained, or broken if you're not careful. When the pressure builds, misunderstandings happen more easily. Trust fractures. Old resentments that have been simmering quietly may suddenly erupt into explosive arguments. People may become defensive, manipulative, jealous, possessive, or deeply mistrustful, sometimes without even realizing why. In this environment, one careless word or one act of aggression could cause lasting damage. But with conscious action, you can not only protect your relationships, you can actually deepen them. Why relationships get so volatile? During Mars-Pluto, Mars triggers a need to defend, dominate, or act immediately. Pluto awakens deep-seated fears of betrayal, abandonment, and loss of control. Together, they can make small issues feel catastrophic. as if your very survival depends on winning an argument or protecting your pride. Unspoken resentments, jealousy, or fear of vulnerability may drive destructive behavior unless you rise above it. How to safeguard your bonds? 1. Communicate with radical honesty and radical compassion. Under this energy, withholding feelings creates just as much damage as exploding them. Speak openly, but kindly. Avoid accusations. You always. And speak from your experience. I feel hurt when. 2. Don't play power games. It can be tempting to manipulate, punish, or guilt trip others when tensions are high. Resist the urge. True connection cannot survive manipulation. Stand in your truth without trying to control. 3. Give people space when needed. Everyone processes intense emotions differently. Some need time alone. Some need to talk it out. Don't suffocate those you love during this transit. Let them breathe. Energy shielding techniques for April 26th's explosive astrology. The Mars-Pluto opposition on April 26th creates a highly charged, volatile, energetic field. Emotions will run wild. Power struggles will surface. Fear, anger, and control issues will ripple through the collective consciousness. Even if you stay calm, you can still absorb the chaos around you if you're not careful. That's why energy shielding is essential during this intense transit. It protects your emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being like a force field against negativity. Shielding yourself isn't about hiding or escaping reality. It's about strengthening your own energy so you stay grounded, empowered, and unshakable, no matter what storms rage outside. Why you need energy shielding on April 26th. Highly sensitive people may feel overwhelmed by emotional static in the air. Negative people may unconsciously dump their fears, anger, or chaos onto others. You may become more vulnerable to psychic attacks, manipulation, or energetic drains. Your own inner fears and unresolved wounds may amplify if not shielded properly. Good shielding keeps you clear, conscious, and in control of your own energy, instead of being swept away by the collective storm. Powerful energy. Shielding techniques. 1. The white light bubble. Classic shielding technique. Close your eyes. Imagine a brilliant sphere of pure white light surrounding your entire body. See it shimmering, impenetrable, and strong. Visualize any negativity bouncing off this shield harmlessly. Refresh this shield whenever you feel drained, anxious, or heavy. 2. Grounding into the earth. Stand barefoot if possible. Imagine roots growing from your feet deep into the earth's core. Feel the strength and calm of the earth anchoring you. As chaotic energy rises around you, let it drain harmlessly through your roots into the earth. 3. Cloak of invisibility technique. Visualize a shimmering cloak of silver or black light wrapping around you. Set the intention. I am unseen and unaffected by harmful energies. This is especially useful if you must be in chaotic environments, work, travel, crowds. 4. Crystal protection. Carry protective stones like black tourmaline, obsidian, or smoky quartz. Wear them as jewelry or keep them in your pocket. Crystals absorb and transmute negative energy, acting as a shield. 5. Solar plexus protection, emotional shield. Place your hand over your solar plexus, just above your navel. Visualize a golden sun spinning there, growing brighter and stronger. This strengthens your personal power center and blocks emotional manipulation. 6. Protective affirmations. Speak protection into existence. I am surrounded by divine light. Only positive energy can touch me. I am safe, strong, and sovereign. Daily ritual for April 26th, highly recommended. Morning, ground plus bubble shield visualization plus protective affirmation. Midday, quick energy cleanse, shake off tension, drink water, touch the earth. Evening, light a candle. Meditate for 5 to 10 minutes to release any absorbed energy and recharge your shield. 4. Check your projections. Under Mars-Pluto, it's easy to project your fears onto others. You don't care about me. You're trying to control me, when those feelings might actually be coming from within. Pause before accusing. and check yourself first. 5. Remember, not every fight is worth having. Ask yourself, is this argument about something real and important, or is it about fear, pride, or control? Sometimes the most powerful move is choosing peace over being right. Signs a relationship is feeling the cosmic pressure, petty disagreements escalating into major blowouts, deep, irrational jealousy or possessiveness, unusual emotional distance or coldness, feelings of mistrust surfacing without clear cause, power struggles over who's in charge or who's right.